against AI. Neeraja Nair.
This past summer, I went to go watch the Barbie movie with a few of my friends. I remember how refreshing it was to finally see a movie that wasn't another prequel, sequel, or trilogy. In the past few years, I can name Thor, Minions, Hunger Games, Black Panther. I could go on. Barbie was being produced just a year before all these movies. So, what happened? Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests, if you've kept up with the news, you would know that the answer to this question is because of something known as artificial intelligence. Barbie was being written and produced in 2019 to 2020, which was just 2 years before ChatGPT was even introduced. Because of generative AI like ChatGPT, many producers in Hollywood started to look at AI instead of actual writers in efforts to cut costs. Because of this, a band of writers who work from blockbuster movies to small indie films banded together and went on strike for 148 days to protest the use of AI in Hollywood and to protest how writers had been treated for years leading up to that point. Now, after I heard this news, I quickly became terrified. Because how many of you remember the movie called I, Robot, starring Will Smith? The one where he battled with AI? Yes. Well, I was terrified at the fact that this childhood film of mine became a reality. Think about it. If people were already striking because of AI, what would happen to me? What would be my future? What would our future be like? Will our future coworkers be robots? Imagine a world. You walk into the break room to have a cup of coffee, only it's petroleum. You sit down to eat lunch, and it's lithium-ion batteries instead of a sandwich. I was terrified. Sweat was dripping down my forehead, and I was pacing around my room. I have to go talk to the one person who could answer all my questions and make me feel better. My dad. He's worked with AI before. He's the best bet. I slowly went down the kitchen stairs, and I shakily said, "Dad, I'm scared." My father then replied with, "Hi, scared, I'm Dad." My eyes crumbled with annoyance, although it did cheer me up quite a bit. I then aired my worries to him, and I asked if my future is just going to be AI. He replied with, "AI is a tool. It is just like a hammer or a screwdriver. It directly relies on humans to give it strength and power. Without humans, a hammer is just a heavy object." He told me stories about how researchers were able to use AI so that they could answer questions in mathematics that had previously been unanswered for centuries. He told me about how scientists were able to rebuild protein structures that could help combat against certain genetic diseases using AI. If you're still on the fence about whether or not if AI is going to take over the world, here's a quote from French computer scientist Yann LeCun. "Our intelligence is what makes us human, and AI is simply an extension of that quality. In this way, it's letting us become more human." Let's embrace AI. Fellow students, you can use AI to condense entire articles and novels into small paragraphs. You can also just use it as a simple spell checker. As for the rest of you, you can use AI in your day-to-day life by visualizing your ideas. We can all make a truce in this battle against AI. Contest Master.